Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the North American Star Team League. This is the day number 3, and I hope you are having a wonderful day. And you've had a great other 2 days when we casted, well, not we, but I casted the other 2 Clan Wars. They were very, very eventful.
I'm the eye candy.
Yeah, you're the eye candy. Duran, you shut your mouth. But Duran, where can they go to if they want to go check out all the action they missed from the other 2
if for some reason you're not sitting at 6 p.m. Pacific time in front of your computer
or watching the European broadcast,
or sitting in front of your computer at 10 a.m. Pacific time watching the European rebroadcast in 1080p for free, you can check out the VODs, which are posted on YouTube in 1080p. Boom, free. So,
and you can find that at youtube.com/NAStarLeague. Go over there. That's where you can catch any of the action that you might have missed.
And from Season 2 and Season 1 finals.
That's true.
We have a bunch of stuff on there.
We have a lot of stuff.
500 plus videos on our YouTube channel. So basically what I'm saying is check it out.
Check it out, man. But anyway, let's go ahead and talk about the 2 teams that will be playing today. It's going to be, well...
Let's talk about FXO first.
Yeah, let's talk about FXO. They will be up against Rain.
Yeah.
But FXO, led by, I would say, Linux, but you also have Choya, Moonin, Lucky, and the best. Moonin has been kind of inactive lately, but the person that really stands out in my mind is going to be, of course, Linux. That guy is monster mode, man.
He is pretty monster mode. FXO Oz as well. But this is an interesting clan war because 2 weeks ago in the first qualifier, FXO and Rain were the 2 teams that qualified from that. So this is basically the finals match from that qualifier that we never got to see because they were pitted against each other. Yeah. And they're going to be playing today. And interestingly, Rain is another team that has Korean players. They've got Artist as well as Inori. And I guess the cool thing about that is that Inori was formerly part of FXO. He left FXO to join Rain, so this is kind of... Is there bad blood? I don't know. Probably not, but it's going to be kind of interesting to watch.
Yeah, it's always interesting when you find, like, for example, in the NASL Season 2, we had Inca go up against In Control, and I'm sure there was...
teammates.
Yeah, it's not so much bad blood, it's just like rivalry.
Yeah,
there's 100% rivalry. It's like, did Inca make the good decision of leaving, or should he have stayed, that kind of thing. And you have that dynamic that goes into it. Yeah. So we'll definitely see that in there. But the first match... Oh, we have to go over the other team. Excuse me. Team Rain, which you went over it a little bit, but it is, as you said, Inori and Artist. But don't forget Kiwikaki, Spades, who's been a little bit inactive.
He left the team.
All right. And we got Slush.
He has been.
Well, I don't think he fully left the team. She's just like inactive roster, I think. Just because he had personal issues to take care of. I do believe that's how it worked out.
All right.
I hope to God, because Spades is good, man. He's one of the North American powerhouses, I think.
Yeah, no, I mean, he's definitely one of the better Terrans in North America. I mean, really, you've got like QXE, Kawhi Rice, Druby. Am I missing anybody big right now?
I'm sure you are.
Am I missing Gretorp?
No.
Okay. But I mean, he's up there. Is what I'm trying to say.
I mean, yeah.
Oh yeah. No, but he's definitely up there. Is I guess what we're trying to say.
Yeah.
But Kiwikaki is a player who we really haven't seen much of, and actually, outside of MLG, you don't really see him ever. He doesn't really play in the online tournaments anymore. He doesn't really ladder even. You can't see him at the top of the ladders even anymore.
Kiwikaki is definitely a player that loves to play this game just for the passion of it. He's always practicing with TT1. I'm not sure if they're still practicing these days, but when I was in contact with TT1 all the time, they were always practicing together. He went on the European server and was just smashing face. So, I think Rain has a really, really deep lineup. They have a lot of variance between, which players they actually choose to come up here. Yeah. But let's talk about the first match that's coming up. It's going to be Slush against Oz.
Yeah, that's actually going to be an awesome match. I think Slush is probably one of the most underrated players in North America. I mean, just his MLG performances all throughout 2011 have been consistent. He was, top 10, top 10, top 10, top 16, top 16, top 16. I mean, that guy...
Dude, I know how it feels.
Wow. I mean, he is really, really underrated. And I think he's so underrated because he only really plays MLGs. He's kind of like Kiwikaki. He's not like a ladder monster. You know, he probably has Smurfs that he's up there on the ladder with, but mostly he's probably just playing custom games and practice and working on his game.
Well, as I'm sure everybody in chat is saying, let's go ahead and just jump into it.
Yeah,
More games, less talking.
More games, less
Here
talk.
we go,
Let's go
with Slush against Oz for game number 1. We got Rain Slush as the green Zerg spawning in the bottom left-hand corner. Top right-hand corner, we have BC Corn, which is actually Oz.
Yep.
He's going to be in the red Protoss. This is Tal'Darim
Alter.
You know, I'm tongue-tied, so I can't say my L's and R's sometimes.
Oh.
That's what it is.
I know why.
That's messed up, bro.
You know, if you guys were watching this game on an AZO monitor like we are, it would look much more beautiful. That's all I have to say, is that StarCraft 2 on AZO is pretty sick.
It is.
So, yeah, you can check out AZO and show them some love at AZO USA on Twitter.
I heard you know, that's like, I'm actually watching it from your screen a little bit. It's some really high quality. I think you're watching on extreme right now.
Yeah. And you know why?
Why?
Because our iBuyPower computers allow us to use the highest possible graphic settings.
That's pretty awesome, man. And it's pretty smooth. Go ahead and do the Control-Alt-F for me. Control-Alt-F.
Bam.
Or is it just Alt-F? Nope,
No, it's Control-Alt-F. That's some pretty crazy FPS.
Oh, look at that.
Man.
60 frames per second.
That's awesome.
Oh, wow. That's pretty good, seeing as we did make sure that it would cap there. I do want to say that. We made a cap at 60 frames per second instead of let it go to like 100 million. That's cool. Not bad on our extreme settings. Anyway, ZVP on this particular map, they're in cross positions.
Yep.
That does help out Slush quite a bit, I do want to say. Now,
definitely. Ooh, look at Oz.
What
he
a
is
tricky trickster, man.
rushing.
Uh-oh!
I think he was
don't think so.
Nope. I think he was watching Wanna Be Cool, personally. He was taking notes on how NA players play, and he said,
dude, don't even.
This guy Wanna Be Cool is pretty good.
He is a pretty good
building
player.
cannons.
He's a really good player.
And I'm not even kidding. He's really good at building cannons.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, he beats Idra almost regularly with cannon rushes.
Oh God, did he just trap in those drones?
He actually trapped in the drones and
Please
wow,
tell
he brought 2 probes, 4 cannons coming down.
Oh,
I think
wow.
if I was Slush, I would probably cancel this hatchery. What about you?
I'm not sure, but trapping in those drones is probably the worst possible position he could be in. I think he might have to cancel that. I mean, yeah, there he goes. Cancels the hatchery. And because of that cancel, look at that. He cancels 3 cannons.
And now he's going to make a Nexus,
God.
right? I mean, if I were Oz, I would make a Nexus straight away because now I'm at a huge advantage.
Yeah,
all he does
Slush is like ridiculous behind at this
make
point.
a Nexus and 2 cannons or a cannon and gateway, and he is absolutely set.
Wow.
That was so smart.
So that is so sick. I don't know if I would have canceled the hatchery or not. I've seen people not cancel the hatchery. I remember a game with Hero against Chef, and Chef actually let the hatchery go, and then he just made spine crawlers and then slowly pushed on it. But he lost. He ended up losing that game.
Yeah.
No, actually, I'm sorry. He lost. I'm completely wrong.
Lost? Hero or Chef?
Chef
Huh.
completely lost. So
You know,
I'm so wrong.
yeah, I mean, I don't... Oh, wow, look. Oz is so smart. If you look down at the 6 o'clock location, he has the probe already there. He knew that Slush is going to try to expand there, and he's probably going to make a cannon.
Yeah,
And
there is an Overlord over here, and he already sees it, so it shouldn't be a big problem. What Slush should do, in my opinion, is to actually bait it. He should bait cannons to be made, just made, and then he's going to go ahead and kill it before it actually completes. So hopefully we do see that.
the Zerglings are on their way, so the cannon's most likely not going to get finished in time. But if Slush isn't careful, this might be dangerous for him.
Yeah, it could very well be dangerous. There's the cancel, and remember, he could have taken out that pylon as well, although there could have been another pylon that's been made. It's just really, really risky to be doing something like that. But now that a queen is there, I don't think any cannon should be started up here. You can see the probe is going in to try to make another cannon right here. Can he actually do it? Yes, he will.
Wow, he's gonna get it. And I don't know. I guess it can't hurt, and wow, the cannon has range on that queen, and that's not good. The queen is going to get fired down. He has to retreat, and it looks like Oz is going to get these cannons up. And meanwhile, if we look at his main base, he's teching up. He's got 2 gas. He's got his expansion up, too. So this is really good job from Oz, and he's kiting all those Zerglings, and his probe is still alive.
Yeah, the probe has to go down. If the probe goes down, then I don't think these cannons finishing is correct. But we'll see. It just needs one more hit. No, he's not going to get killed. But these 2 queens should be able to zone out that 1 probe, stop it from actually getting up, because these cannons are actually out of range from them actually doing any damage to this hatchery. So just like that, I feel like Oz doing this was not necessarily the best decision. Oh my god, the probe is going to squeeze through.
Wow, how did that happen? That was a big brain fart by Slush. This is not good. Now Oz can just continue to pressure.
Yeah, he needs to snap call spine crawlers at this point, but he's actually making roaches. I don't absolutely hate that, but still, I would love just 1 spine crawler at least. Yeah. That would be probably, you know, the best way to go about this. But in the back, we do have Oz. He's going up to 4 gas already and has gone straight for the robotics facility. So he's going for a very, very fast Colossus army composition. We'll see if that's able to do anything at this point. And but with that 4 gas,
is going to counter, it looks like.
Is he?
It looks like he's sending roaches across the map, and I'm not 100% sure I agree with that. I mean, Oz he's got 2 sentries. He's making a 2nd and 3rd cannon. He's going to be super safe against what Slush is trying to do. Wow, Slush is sending his roaches to a really
oh my god,
spot.
Slush hasn't actually scouted where his opponent is. Oh no.
Wow.
And that's why I sent him to the top left-hand corner. But you can see that that's going to give enough time for Oz to actually get 3 additional cannons out. Nope, wow. 2 additional cannons out.
I mean, I don't think that would have worked anyways, but still, I mean, that's...
another big hit, man.
That's almost inexcusable. The fact that almost 10 minutes in the game has gone by and you haven't scouted your opponent, that's...
It's really tough. Really, really tough. But here we go. It looks like the roaches are just trying to poke in. They're not going to do anything. Meanwhile, those cannons did clear out that natural. There is a zealot over here that's just going to scout out. I love this play. He's going to scout out, see exactly what his opponent is capable of. This isn't a standard game. Neither player really knows where each other is at. I'm sure Oz realizes that, yes, he is ahead, but he doesn't know how far ahead he is. This should give clear indication to where his opponent is. Now that Lair is just finished, maybe upgrades are possible. Spire, maybe.
Yep,
it might be Glial Reconstitution. Yes, we can see that it is Spire tech.
Now, what I really like about what Oz is doing right now is most lower level players would take that Zealot in the main and they would try to kill drones immediately. Oz is much smarter than that. He's running around. He's trying to scout as much as he possibly can with that Zealot. And I think, you know, that Zealot maybe would have killed 1 or 2 drones maximum, and then it would have died. So what he wanted to do is get as much scouting information. For example, Slush is taking this the bottom, what is that, the bottom right-hand natural expansion. And if Oz can scout that out quickly, he'll be in a great position.
He's going to go do that right now. First observer is out, and
he is going to see it. Yes, he does. He scouts the hatchery being built. More gateways coming from Oz. The Immortal is getting chrono boosted, so he's going to go for a timing, and he's going to be in a great position.
And look at how many sentries there already are. This basically means all the ground at this early game stage is completely useless. And normally when there's this many sentries, your opponent does have something like infestors out, or, you know, something of that's able to actually just completely go around all this type of force field stuff.
Oh, wow. Those 2 Immortals got surrounded, and the Great Force Field saved them. Otherwise, that would have been a huge blow. Now, what Slush is doing, I really like. He's going for Mutalisk, and if you look at Oz's main base, as well as his natural expansion, he's got no cannons. At his main, he has 1 cannon that's being built. Blink is probably going to be done by the time the Mutalisks arrive, but not very many stalkers from Oz, so he really needs to push right now. Otherwise, he's going to be at the mercy of Slush's Mutalisk Rask. So he needs to go right now, and that's what he's choosing to do.
I'm surprised he hasn't gotten Hallucination. If you go Hallucination at this point, it's very effective against Mutalisks. What you end up doing is just spam CX, 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 CX. And what that'll do is produce those really important Phoenixes. Now, why get Phoenixes is because the Mutas actually target the Phoenixes first, so you can bait a lot of the Phoenix or the Muta damage. and basically make them completely useless. So your Stalkers just keep chucking away at all the mutas.
Right. Now Slush did try to attack, but he just GG's.
Oh.
His third died. He tried to attack, it failed, and he literally just typed GG. I don't know. I mean, he was just in a bad spot.
Yeah, he was definitely way too far behind. He couldn't do anything with the main natural and third. His own third, or yeah, it was his own
Yeah,
third.
his own third because the rock.
Got cleaned up. All the way in the bottom right natural. So really not a great position for Slush. He knew it, and ultimately he had to tap out.
Yeah, no, Oz played really, really well, and FXO takes a 1-0 lead over Rain, and we're going to have to see if Rain can come back and win the second game in just a moment.
All right, stay tuned, everybody. We'll be back.